You know, our Promise campaign ended on December 31st of 2012. And towards the end of that campaign, we had a couple of very significant gifts that occurred in the last few days of the campaign that we are very excited to announce today. The first one is from Dr. Jerry Atwood. He is a 1964 Missouri State graduate, and he has established a $250,000 endowed professorship in chemistry. It is the Jerry Atwood Endowed Professorship. He is an internationally known chemist who lives in Columbia, Missouri, and he is a professor also at the University of Missouri. And several of you know Dr. Atwood. He has been involved in this university for quite some time and has certainly helped our chemistry department in the past, but he had a desire to come up with this professorship that will assist in retaining and attracting our top-notch faculty in the Department of Chemistry. Dr. Atwood could not be with us today. As you might suspect, he travels a lot as being a chemist around the world, actually. But he loves being a bear. Last year in Columbia, Missouri, he hosted an alumni event in his home, and we had around 100 Missouri State alumni that live in Columbia, Missouri that went to his house for a great event that he hosted. And I know Dr. Tammy Yonke, the Dean of the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, was very instrumental and has been working with Dr. Atwood over the years, and I know Tammy is very, very pleased about the professorship in chemistry. So we'd like to thank Dr. Jerry Atwood. Our final gift that came in during the campaign was made by Dr. Norm Sheely to benefit psychology and agriculture. And let me tell you just a little bit about Dr. Sheely, although everybody knows Dr. Sheely. At least everybody we ask, oh yeah, I know Dr. Sheely. I know Dr. Sheely. We've heard about Dr. Sheely for quite some time in this area. He entered Duke University at the age of 16. He entered the Duke Medical School at the age of 19. And he began his career as an accomplished neurosurgeon. His 5-year residency in neurosurgery was held at Harvard's Massachusetts General Hospital. He earned a PhD in psychology in 1977. He was the chief of neurosciences at the Gunderson Clinic, one of the largest clinics in the United States at that time. In 1971, he founded the first comprehensive pain and stress management clinic in the world, and the Sheely Institute was recognized for several years as one of the most successful, one of the most cost-effective pain clinics in the United States. In 1999, Dr. Sheely retired actively from seeing patients and spent time in his research and teaching and, of course, writing books. He's written over 23 books. I think has another book coming out here very shortly. He's appeared on numerous national television shows and, of course, has a very popular call-in show on KWTO. He's lectured worldwide at hundreds of medical schools, universities, and hospitals. Dr. Sheely's wife, Mary Charlotte, passed away a few years ago, and they have 3 children. Brock, who is an attorney in Kansas City, Craig, who is a professor of psychology at James Madison University, and Laurel, an attorney here in Springfield. Dr. Sheely has made a gift of well over $2 million to Missouri State University. First, this gift will establish the Mary Charlotte Bales Sheely Chair in Conscientious Psychology. And the purpose of this is to attract a professor in this field that will inspire students today and in the future in the field of conscientious psychology. The second part of the gift, he is donating his 250-plus acre farm in Fair Grove, Missouri, which will include farmland, livestock, a conference center which will be used by psychology and the entire university, and other equipment and other structures on the farm. And of course, the farmland will be used by the Dar School of Agriculture. Again, the value of this gift is well over $2 million, but the significance of this gift is priceless. This is the first chair in the College of Health and Human Services, and I know Dean Helen Reed is very pleased in that college. At this time, I would like to call on Dr. Tim Doherty to tell us more about the importance of conscientious psychology. Tim?
Thank you, Brent. 2013 marks the 50th anniversary of the psychology major here at MSU. In those 5 decades, talented faculty have built a strong department, a thriving graduate program has been developed, a gerontology program has formed that continues to achieve AGHE Program of Merit status, and we found a home in MSU's outstanding College of Health and Human Services. As we pivot and accelerate into the next half century, we benefit from the vision and generosity of Dr. Norm Shealy. Through the Mary Charlotte Bales Shealy Chair in Conscientious Psychology, we'll attract national talent, we'll create new knowledge, and we'll make enduring differences in the lives of students and countless folks beyond our campus for years to come. On their behalf, and on behalf of my colleagues, thank you, Norm.
Thank you, Tim. Now, the conference center on the Shealy farm will be used by all departments, but as you would suspect, Dr. Anson Elliott, head of the Dar School of Agriculture, is extremely excited. When he toured the farm, he just couldn't help but grin ear to ear because he realized the impact that this gift would have on students. So, Anson, would you please come forward?
We are appreciative. People have said, well, you have had other wonderful gifts, and such as at the Dar Center and the Jernigan Ranch and the farmland at Baker's. What could the Shealy farm possibly add to this? It really does add a critical piece that ties some other goals together. We will have hands-on activities that many of our students today don't come to the university with those hands-on activities. But we've had as a goal since obtaining the Jernigan Ranch to have purebred operation, but we've been selling them there. We've had plans to take them the next step where we would grow them out, we would finish them on grass, and we would hormone-free, and we would market it in the Springfield region. And now with this farm, we can not only use this as a teaching role, place for our students that sees the whole process, but be a part of that. And we couldn't do that without this gift. And we also, our faculty have been meeting actually this morning to further this plan. It's that much excitement. We also appreciate, Laurel, your support, and your son, Jared. One of the issues that we really want to do, since this farm has been so meaningful for Jared, that we'll be employing him during the summertime, and he'll be utilizing this learning experience along with our students and our graduate students. So thank you so much for this. It's invaluable to us. Thank you.
Well, what a way to end a campaign on such a positive note. And we're so pleased that we have the pleasure to work with Dr. Shealy. Dr. Shealy is a very, very generous man. And I remember when we were finishing up the paperwork at the end of December, And I told Dr. Shealy that this gift means so much to the university. And he responded, "It means much more to me." Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Norman Shealy. Wow.
They've said it all. I don't know how many of you know about conscientiousness. Conscientiousness is the single most important personality trait, both for health and for longevity. We know a lot about conscientious people. What we don't know is how to train people, how to motivate people who don't have it to start with. As far as I can tell, probably not more than 20% of Americans have what I would call a high level of conscientiousness. They're all levels, like everything else. You know, you can have 5% or 100%. And having worked with some 30,000 people who mostly had never been happy in their lives, I've asked many patients, when did you become unhappy? And almost inevitably they said, I don't ever remember being happy. That's phenomenal. And it started early in life, at the latest by age 7. Those people never had a chance to be conscientious. They started off without it. And yet, despite thousands of research papers on traits of conscientious people and how good they are and how long they live and all that, nobody, as far as I can tell, has studied how do you motivate people. So to me, what this chair is for is to develop not measurements of people who already got it, but to help train individuals. Because the country needs that. Society needs more motivated people. And of course, the characteristics of conscientiousness are not just motivation, but their reliability, orderliness, productivity. And what this country needs, as far as I could tell above most, is productivity today. It's been my pleasure over the last months to work with Tim and Brent, Cliff, Anson, and many others here to work this plan out. So, thank you.
Well, Norm, you've made a lot of people happy and less stressful. I do know that. But one person that is very happy is our university president, and I'd like to call on the less stressful, very happy Cliff Smart.
You know, it's really fun to be president of the university on days like this. I would start off, Norm, by saying thank you so much to you and your family for this incredibly generous gift, which is one of the 10 largest gifts in the history of the university. And so thank you for this. And you know, there are several things that I love about this gift besides its size. You know, the first is that it's given by a man who didn't graduate from this university. And why is that important? You know, because it's recognition of the good things that are going on here. That someone not associated with our university, but connected to other universities, saw the great work that was going on in the psychology department, that saw the incredible progress that we'd made in the School of Agriculture, and because he saw that and was committed to our area, he wanted to make a difference for our university. And so I think that in itself makes quite a statement, Norm. You know, the second thing that stood out to me is that it supports two very different fields of study that we don't often connect, agriculture and psychology. And you know, that's really a great comment on the world in which we live now too, that people can have interest and expertise in all different kinds of subjects, and that the intersection or the overlap of those kinds of fields and the possibility that comes with that is very interesting. And you know, when you think about today in our in the age in which we live, to be really successful, you have to work across departmental lines. You can't work in silos. You can love different things, you know. Like me, you can love opera and college football and not be crazy, or at least not very crazy. And so I think that's significant. And the third thing that will really be significant for the university is to have a conference center like this. I know most of the folks in the room haven't seen this, but we've never really had a place that we can go to get off campus and have retreats and have opportunities to meet and talk about things, because we all know that oftentimes getting out of the area where we regularly work is the best opportunity to brainstorm and come up with ideas. And yet, you know, in a time of scarcity, you're hesitant to spend the money to do that, and so this will be something that the whole university will take advantage of, and we're very excited about that. So with that done, let's move to the next piece of this. We're here to announce the final campaign total today, and it's really an exciting day for all of us, I think, that have worked on this for a long time. I won't spoil it for Tom and Ramona by telling you the number. Brent would be really, really mad at me if I did that. But I'll tease you a little bit. It's a great number. It's a really, really good number. And it's all needed. You know, we're in the fourth year of declining state appropriations. We've lost 13% of the money that we get from the state over the last 4 years, and that's $11 million. The result of that is we all now live and go to work and go to school in a state that funds higher education 47 out of 50. And so private money becomes ever more important. It's important if we're going to build new facilities, if we're going to renovate our existing buildings, if we're going to provide scholarships to deserving students, if we're going to try to keep college affordable so that college is not just for the affluent, if we're going to increase the salaries of our best teachers and attract employees here, if we're going to expand and improve our academic programs, private money becomes ever more important. And so to talk about the details of the campaign, it's my pleasure to bring up two people that are incredibly committed to our university, who have personally given to the university time and time again, and who were the co-chairs of our national steering committee that ran this campaign, Tom Strong and Ramona McQuarrie. And Ramona, I think you're leading off.
Thank you, President Smart. The Our Promise campaign officially began August 29, 2005, and remained in a silent phase until it was announced publicly on a warm day in August 2009, a university-wide Legacy Day event. On that day, it was announced that Our Promise, the campaign for Missouri State University, was off to a strong start, having raised over $93 million. Also announced that day was campaign's ultimate goal of reaching $125 million by December 31st, 2012. A feasibility study led to that $125 million goal, and with concern over the economy, $125 million was a stretch. I'd like to introduce the other co-chair of our Promise campaign for Missouri State, Mr. Tom Strong.
Our Promise campaign had a goal to be accomplished by December 31st, 2012. The goal was to help students afford a college education, recruit and retain excellent faculty, enhance university programs, provide funding for state-of-the-art facilities, and provide opportunities for stronger connections with our community. The $125 million goal was ambitious, more than double what had been raised in the previous campaign. Many said it couldn't be done, given the challenges of our economic system then and what we face today. But the doubters did not understand the love and gratitude that friends and alumni of this institution have for our beloved college. We're proud of our school. We're proud that it works to provide a quality education at the least possible cost. We are proud when we see students who could not otherwise afford a college education benefit from the scholarships we provide. We are proud that Missouri State University teaches its students to be citizen scholars, not just scholars. We are proud that so many of our graduates make major contributions to society, and we are proud that they do it with class, by good, hard, honest effort. It was your pride in this great university and your love for it that has made this campaign a success. Ramona?
The time has come to unveil the final total raised during the campaign, and I'll now ask the Sugar Bears to join us as we prepare to unveil the final total of our promise. The campaign for Missouri State University. They'd asked me if I didn't want to join them, and I said no. Are we all there? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I think I'm up, right? Yeah. Our promise, the campaign for Missouri State, raised a grand total of $167,783. This is more than 3 times the amount raised in this university's first comprehensive campaign. Gifts have come from all sizes, large, small, creating an incredible number that you have just seen. But the 73,270 people who donated to this campaign were not thinking of reaching a numerical goal. They were thinking of reaching people, of the impact their contribution would have on students, faculty, staff, the community. They knew that they were a part of something bigger than themselves, something with an impact that would be felt today and will be felt for generations to come. I dare you to watch this video, Our Promise, the campaign for Missouri State, and then tell me that your chest doesn't swell with pride because of what you have done.
Thank you for your support of Our Promise, the campaign for Missouri State University. You're making Missouri State exceptional by your example of generosity and your willingness to make Missouri State better for generations of students to come. The Our Promise campaign is the university's largest ever comprehensive fundraising effort. It was an effort to raise funds to transform Missouri State University, to shape its future so it can continue to excel and change lives. Private support is vital to the success of Missouri State University. That's what our promise has always been about. The original $125 million goal was set to take Missouri State to the next level. We knew how loyal Missouri State supporters are, but never could have imagined the outpouring of generosity and commitment that has been given to this university. The Our Promise campaign has raised over $160 million. The campaign spanned from August 29, 2005 to December 31, 2012. And throughout that time, more than 73,000 donors have taken part in the campaign. Those numbers are staggering, and their impact is changing lives every single day. We can't talk about the impact of Our Promise without naming some of the incredible accomplishments Missouri State supporters helped the university achieve throughout the campaign. The campaign has transformed the face of Missouri State, and throughout the course of Our Promise, there have been more than 28 new capital projects enhancing the campuses of Missouri State University. Gifts such as Jernigan Ranch, JQH Arena, the McQuarrie Family Health Sciences Hall, Dar Agricultural Center, the Robert W. Plaster Center for Free Enterprise and Economic Development, the Greenwood Science Scholars Laboratory, the Gone Wood Hall, the Jordan Valley Innovation Center, the Bill R. Foster and Family Recreation Center, and the Betty and Bobby Allison Intramural Fields. These gifts, like so many other important gifts for capital projects across Missouri State's campuses, are enhancing the educational experience Missouri State University offers to current students and will continue to do so for generations of students to come. The university now has 27 named faculty positions. 15 of these chairs and professorships were acquired during the campaign. They allow Missouri State to attract and retain expert educators who are the top in their field of study. These faculty members keep Missouri State moving forward. They attract students to Missouri State and serve as mentors. Through their work, they not only raise the profile of their departments, but the profile of the entire university. Student scholarships are the key to attracting and retaining the best students to Missouri State University. The generosity of donors who contribute to student scholarships is often what makes the difference between a student pursuing their passions or being unable to continue classes. Throughout the course of the Our Promise campaign, 375 new scholarships were established. Each new scholarship creates new opportunities for current and future students to receive a Missouri State education. Mildred Wilcox, a longtime staff member at Missouri State, left more than $1 million to create endowed scholarship opportunities for juniors, seniors, and graduate students in a variety of areas at Missouri State. Another scholarship highlight of Our Promise campaign was the largest gift to Missouri State West Plains. Laureen Thompson Brooks left $4 million of her estate to Missouri State West Plains after having a long-lasting relationship upon donating her late daughter's book collection to the Garnett Library on the West Plains campus in the late 1990s. These are just two examples of the many scholarships of all sizes established during the campaign that are allowing so many students the chance to reach for their dreams. Endowments benefiting Missouri State create endless, ongoing support to the university. They last forever and create a lasting legacy that will benefit generations of bears to come. By their endless nature, endowments are always a priority. They're the building blocks of the foundation. Endowed funds provide financial support for programs, facilities, scholarship, faculty support, athletics, and performing arts, among so many other important areas of the university. During the Our Promise campaign, 268 new endowments were established. These funds will impact students of today, students of tomorrow, and create financial stability and opportunity at Missouri State University for years to come. The numbers associated with Our Promise campaign: over $160 million raised, 298 new Founders Club members, the new scholarships, the capital projects, the endowments, They're very impressive, and we can't thank Missouri State's loyal supporters enough for making our promise a success, for allowing us not only to reach that initial $125 million goal, but to go even further. But it's not the numbers that we celebrate at the conclusion of the campaign. It's the impact of those numbers that we celebrate. It's the opportunities created by each gift and each dollar raised for Missouri State University. Missouri State University is a collection of people who have come together to learn, to share, to shape their futures, to enrich their lives. Because of your generosity and your loyalty, Missouri State University is better than it has ever been. Because of you, more than 160 million promises have been fulfilled. Thank you. And thank you. We can't say that enough. And that's how we are going to end this luncheon, with a number of thanks. To our volunteers, our board of trustees of the foundation, to the campaign committee, to our governing board, the Board of Governors, and a special thanks goes out to Tom and Ramona for chairing this campaign. You know, we've got to have volunteers, people like you, the foundation board and the Board of Governors, and our steering committee. Your support is critical now, and it will be even more in the future. And we appreciate you of giving your time, your talents, and your gifts. Secondly, we've got to have the support of the administration. And I'd like to thank Dr. Mike Nitzel, who started this campaign when he was president, and Cliff Smart for investing his time, his commitment in funding our efforts. Private support is vital to the overall success of the entire institution. Cliff knows that. He's doing that, and he will continue to do that and to continue to make alumni and friends a priority in this university. And Cliff, I appreciate your support for our foundation. To our administrative council, to our academic deans, really all our faculty and staff, they have a great part of our success of the overall funding of the university from private support, and they are appreciated. Really, everyone in the university is involved in the development process, whether they know it or not. They are on the front lines. And finally, our thanks goes to our alumni and development staff. And normally, we don't thank them publicly, because that's what they're supposed to do. We thank them privately, but they deserve a very good public thanks. It starts off with our advancement services team, led by Denise Kettering. They keep up on records, and it's amazing the number of people that we have records on, over 100,000, and that changes every day, and they've got to keep up with that. To our computer programmers that are constantly inundated with requests of analysis, to reporting to different agencies, to working very closely with our DODs. To our fundraisers, and that's led by our Alumni Association, by Julie Ebersold and Debbie Branson and Candace Wolf. During this campaign, we've made a stepped-up effort to get out not only in the state of Missouri, but across the country, and now across the world, when we are holding now alumni events in China. And it's not only those events around the United States, but during this campaign, we started monthly events in St. Louis and Kansas City. They started an online social community, went through a very large directory project that a number of people were involved. They deserve thanks. To our development staff from our annual giving, Melanie Earle and her staff, donor relations, Stephanie Lashley, who plans a lot of these events, to our scholarship coordinator, Andrew Garden, our planned giving office led by Wendy Ferguson, our researcher, who we keep very busy, Jenny Cruz, and our directors of developments, Cheryl Burnett, Don Swift, Dick Laird, Marie Murphy, Michael Whitley, who we hired during this campaign, that lives in St. Louis, that works in our St. Louis office, and Carrie McKee, who just started 5 days ago, and Kevin Grime in our athletics development. They are truly dedicated to this institution, and they live this every day all over the country. And a big thanks goes to our support staff. This is a big team effort, and we've got to have everybody on the same page. And our support staff is magnificent in alumni development. Everybody works together and cares about one another, and they take great pride in this institution, and they take great pride in this campaign. It takes a lot of folks, and we do have an excellent staff, and they're fun to work with, and they are dedicated to the school. And I'd like to have our alumni and development staff, if they would please stand, and you all deserve a round of applause for your efforts. But ultimately, it takes those 73,000 donors that live around the world that give of their finances to make this campaign a success, and they have kept the promises. So today, what we're going to do is celebrate, and tonight we're going to celebrate. But the work continues tomorrow. Not unless you want to make another gift today, we'll work on that. But we'll start tomorrow because we will have new initiatives. We will have, obviously, scholarships. There'll be lots more that we need to fund. More professorships and chairs. More things to make this institution great. So our work doesn't stop. It starts tomorrow. But we will celebrate today. But because of you, our future is better and bright. And on behalf of the foundation, on behalf of the steering committee, thank you so much for keeping the promises. And have a good afternoon, and we will see you at 5 o'clock.